Hey y'all, this is Lydia. There's been repeating animal wisdom coming through, and specifically it's the leopard that's been coming through. In fact, I got this shirt yesterday, there was a leopard on it, and I've been seeing leopards for probably the past 16 hours, or just hearing animal imagery or animals coming up as like a theme. And this idea of we still got it. We still got that instinctual nature within us to be able to navigate change, to be able to navigate perhaps even hazier times or foggier times, or when we have less clarity. We can always rely on our intuitive sense and our body, our full body, being able to feel through things and to be able to guide us through things. Or even from a more specifically spiritual perspective, closing our eyes and listening for messages, for guidance from our guides. And that's been in the air lately, especially with the moon opposed Saturn. Not a fun transit, and it's with Venus, which doesn't help. So there's this energy of perhaps being in a creative fog, but the message that's coming through is the creative fog is here to help us. It's here to reveal wisdom. It's here to sharpen our sense and help us sharpen our senses and our creative senses and our directional senses. And at the same time, to be able to tap into it, to find perhaps hidden pockets of creativity that we didn't know we had, or to even just tap into a vitality we didn't know we had, and to re-access it by getting out of our heads and into our bodies. But I'm going to pull at least one card from the Fountain Tarot deck and see what comes up. As I'm shuffling, I'm seeing the Empress, and I'm also seeing the Nine of Swords, which is worries, fears, anxiety. And the Empress is about coming out of winter into spring. And I get that energy for today that perhaps it's starting out foggy, but the sun is going to peek through at some point, or even peek through at various points that offer some clarity and some guidance. And the card that I wanted to pop out is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups in this deck is specifically dealing with a waking sense of self and a new sense of self coming online. And the image here is a child playing with a box, and there's a cup on top of the box, and the child is paying very close attention to the cup and perhaps in their imagination about, what the cup is or what they can create with the cup, or being in their imagination of what's appearing inside of the cup. And that's the energy I'm getting off this fog. It's not necessarily a dense fog energy. It's more of a creative fog energy, or a mysterious energy of things revealing itself in the fog, in the mist, that perhaps we can't see in full clarity, but we can tap into our other senses beyond our eyesight, beyond our thought, and to really get some information that was hidden, that was secret, that was not immediately apparent when we're relying on our other senses. And this new sense of self goes with the astrology as well, with Virgo season being one of those seasons throughout the zodiacal year of grounding things in and things coming into a material or into reality. And with Chiron and Aries, and a lot of energy pointing at Aries energy right now, and Mars also in a tight spot, which Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, dealing with identity, dealing with who we are. And it's in Gemini, which is information, which is messages coming in of, okay, who am I, and what is perhaps I haven't acknowledged about myself that's asking to be acknowledged. And to add on top of that, Mars is at 4 degrees of Gemini, which is an Aquarius ruled degree in step astrology, which deals with belonging, but also deals with innovation and independence, and perhaps even being a little weird, or finding those things about ourselves that's unique and weird. And perhaps we're being shown that in this misty fog energy. And this waking sense of self is a multi-dimensional sense of self. It's not that what we already knew about ourselves is no longer relevant. It's this addition energy, or things being tagged on, being like, actually, yes, you're this, and this, and perhaps you like some of those things, perhaps you don't like some of those things, but you're also all these other things. And to really explore that, and to not limit ourselves in the possibilities of who we can become and who we are and who we want to be, and to really play with that, and not be so attached in what the outcome is, or be too attached to how we feel in the moment. Perhaps we don't feel that great, but to remain open in our systems of the possibilities of information coming in that's unexpected, because that's also an Aquarius energy. And we're coming into Uranus retrograde. Uranus retrograded yesterday. So there's this energy too of just the unexpected, and things just taking a turn that perhaps we weren't expecting to take a turn. And gears shifting that we weren't perhaps expecting it to shift in the way that it is. And we're being asked to be really open and to really embrace this fog energy and really embrace things revealing themselves to us that we weren't necessarily expecting or weren't necessarily able to see when we were in a more clear energy. So that's the message for today. I'm sending love and wishing you well. Bye.